up, everyone? Welcome back to Team B Podcast with your host, Jonas Banting. Another day, another opportunity, and another day, another guest. Um, Former UP Fighting Maroon. He also played with the Mighty Sports and especially Gilas Pilipinas. And now playing for the Ibaraki Robots, the one, the only, Javi Gomez Deliano. Welcome to the show, bro.
What's up? Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Since we're both from Japan. And what's up to all the watchers and viewers of Team B podcast. Thanks for having me over here, Jonas. It's a
Thanks,
pleasure.
man. Kamusta ang bro? Ang Ibaraki. Kamusta ang winter ng Ibaraki?
Masaya, bro. I like the city's kind of country vibes. Sobrang iba sa from where I grew up in QC. Sobrang daming nature, konti lang yung mga tao. It's not that busy, so it's very, very quiet, as in 24/7 dito. So sobrang tahimik, especially pagdating ko dito, parang naninibago ako. Sobrang tahimik ba? I realized ganun talaga dito. And yun, I love the weather. I love the cold weather because I get to dress up with my outfits and all that.
Yes.
Sa Pinas kasi hirap nun papawisan na lagi. Yeah, yun yung perks. The perks living here in Japan. And yeah, overall, life has been a blessing pagdating ka dito.
Speaking of environment and speaking of places, growing up, bro, how was it growing up with, basketball-minded family? Growing up with your brothers, how was it, bro?
Masaya. Kasi advantage na rin yan. I mean, advantage in a sense na kung yan yung gusto mo paglaki mo. Like I come from a basketball family. My tito was a PBA player. And, I ended up loving basketball at an early age. So, the influence is there already growing up.
Sorry, bro. Di ko alam na may tito ka sa PBA. Sino yung player na yun, bro?
Yeah, his name is Rainier Season. He's
kilala ko.
Ateneo, Blue Eagles.
Number 18.
Yeah, number 18. Shooter. Siya yung shooting coach ko then. He played 3 years in the PBA.
Mahilig akong manood nun, mga early 2000. Kasabayan niya sina Enrico, sina Larry, as far as I know, di ba?
And si Enrico, kapitbahay namin yun. Kaya growing up, siya rin mga idols.
So, kasi nakwento mo na yung start mo with Mikey sa show niya dati, kwentuhan last year, di ba? Kasi napagkwentuhan nyo na you grew up with your brothers sa village nyo, playing with them.
Yeah.
And you've mentioned na you were not that good or you were not that skilled back then. Diba?
Yeah.
How was it playing with them, bro? Na with that kind of skill set that time? Ano yung scenario na naglalaro kayo?
Challenging kasi growing up, competition lagi kami. Specifically since isang taon lang agwat namin ng kuya ko tsaka yung younger brother si Juan. So nandun na yung competition lagi. Now we want to help each other get better. Parang we love to lift each other's game, elevate it to the next level each time we play together. And yeah, blessing na naging teammates kami nung grade school and nung UAAP juniors. I think sa history, kami lang ating tatlong magkapatid na teammates. I'm not sure about that, but sobrang grateful kami for that opportunity na binigay ng UP.
Speaking of bro, yung high school days mo, as far as I know, naglaro ka sa Northridge, di ba? Tama?
My first year, PIRF Northfield. Yeah.
Konyo yung school na yun, bro,
Yung
school ba?
the English area yun eh. Yung ridge na sinasabi mo, brother school ng Northfield yun, Southridge. Yung nasa south sa Alabang. Tapos yung Northfield sa Thomas Morato.
Sorry, yun sa'yo, Northfield.
Yeah, Northfield. Yeah.
Sa akin kasi bro, yung mga school ko, yung mga mababang paaralan, yung mga ganun lang sa akin. But anyways bro, Yung nung nag-high school ka na bro, sabi mo nga, naglaro kayo tatlong magkakapatid sa UPIS.
Yes.
You were averaging double-double that time. And
Yeah. Okay.
you were part of the mythical team, di ba?
Yep. Yep.
Growing up, bros, kanino mo pinattern yung laro mo? Kanino mo, who were you idolizing growing up?
Um, like nung grade school to high school, I wasn't ano to, like I didn't have a clear picture of who I wanted to mold my game. So to be honest, I was still trying to figure out what I want to like ano bang like what role do I want to play in basketball. Especially in high school, nahirapan ako because we were very small in that team. So I played power forward and sometimes small ball center. So di ko rin na I couldn't really play my game. Then ayun then late after high school siguro, that's when I realized na I need to evolve my game going into the big leagues because I'm 6'4", 6'5", and that time yung big yung laro ko, diba? Sabi ko, ma-extinct ako nito kung di ako mag-adjust kasi sa college, especially nung first year college ko, yung mga kabantayan ko, mga 6'7", 6'8", tapos may mga imports. So, kaya sobrang nahirapan akong rookie year ko. So I had to adjust. Watching some clips, I look up to players like CJ McCollum, Ben Simmons, Klay Thompson. I wanna mold my game similar to that case. Like right now, so my advantage being as a big guard. So I watch Ben Simmons clips, and also I think he's the best defensive player in the NBA. And then with Klay Thompson's off the ball shooting, that's what I really also try to add in my bag. And yeah, with CJ McCollum, I love his ball handling, creating with the ball, and that's what I need to work on heading in my pro years.
Sobrang underrated ng mga CJ McCollum na yun. So, kumbaga, whenever you talk about a player na you wanted to parang uh, get some skill set or you wanted to add
Yeah,
some skills to your bag, si CJ talaga yung medyo underrated sa mga ganyan eh. Usually, Kyrie, yung mga
yeah,
mainstream
that's
players
right,
eh, di
that's
ba?
right.
So,
Ako kasi, di ako mahilig sa mainstream, but I feel like I'm an underdog. I'm an underrated myself. So I really look up to underrated players in the NBA.
ako rin eh, growing up, gustong-gusto ko dati si Gilbert Arenas.
Agent Zero,
Oh,
yes.
Agent Zero. That's why I've used number 0 sa mga ligang barangay and mga corporate
Mm.
leagues. 0, yun. That time nung nasa Warriors pa lang siya.
Oh,
Afro pa lang siya Arenas before going to Washington.
yeah.
Gusto ko na siya eh. Parang unique yung niya, yung laro niya that time, number 0.
Oh, galing niya nun.
Siya yung mga nag-start eh. Saka yun, si CJ McCollum, parang him and Damian Lillard, sila yung combo na sobrang underrated eh.
Mm.
And also yeah, tama ka, si Ben Simmons, probably if not the best defender, 6'10", maybe top 5 best defender in the NBA.
Yeah. Facts.
Especially Clay. He
Oh,
should have
yeah,
been
Clay's
added.
also two-way.
Yeah,
That's
two-way
right.
player din. Mga two-way player yung mga mo. Pero sa bro, sa PBA, never kang nagkaroon ng parang idol sa PBA.
Meron actually aside from my tito, I looked up going to Jared Dillinger. And then later on sa college, because since naging skills trainer namin si Coach Alex Cabagnot, I also follow his game. Sobrang galing niya. And like right now, I guess I want to mold my game like Matthew Wright.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
my
Tama kasi Almost same kayo ng height, 6'4", 6'5"?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's his height, pero
6'3", yeah. Yeah,
yeah, around that.
around that
Galing.
height, yeah.
Idol yun.
Lalo si Kabagi, grabe. Crunch time.
Gama,
So,
crunch
oof,
time ka ba?
galing.
Legend yun, bro, for sure.
He's gonna be part of the, top 50 or top 60 kung may ganun yung PBA one day, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt about it.
Island champions na yun.
Yeah, bro, nung high school ka, bro, nung nasa UPIS ka, bro, naalala mo ba yung yung toughest matchup mo during high school days mo?
Toughest matchup. So juniors.
Yeah.
Well, since undersized ako nun, nahirapan ako kay Baltazar. Justin Baltazar nung sa NU siya. And, trying to think. Baltazar, sino ba yung naging matchup, bro? Aljun Melesio from Zobel. He was the MVP of during my senior year. Yeah, he would always drop a lot of points when he plays. And nakakabantay ko rin yun kapag nag-switch kami ng point guard namin. Yeah. And siguro one more, si Mark Dyke and UNC. Yeah. Lakas niya mag-rebound nun eh. As in, lagi niya ako nababox out dati. So we couldn't stop si Baltazar and Mark Dyke, those two twin towers, grabe.
In high school kayo, gaano kagaling si Balti?
Well, to be honest, si Balti, like simple traditional big man pa siya nun eh. As in, di siya nagdadala ng bola. As in, the coach will
Poste lang, no? Sa block lang
poste
lagi.
lang, abang na rebounds. Kaya sobrang nagulat ako sa development ni Balti na yun. When I was playing with him in Gilas, ginagawa na rin siyang wing. He improved his outside touch. And, he can bring down the ball na rin, like, in a more comfortable way. Yeah, he improved a lot. And then, he in college, developed niya yung favorite niya yung floater na yun eh. Wow, galing ng development niya.
6'8", 6'7" yun, di ba?
6'8".
Tapos may handles. Imagine one day sa Gilas or man liga, him, Kiambao, sino ba yung mga malalaki?
Tamayo, big
Tamayo yun. Yung Tamayo yung sa UP. Grabe.
That rookie's crazy.
Yeah, bro, speaking of UP, bro, after mo sa UP, you mentioned na walang kumuha sa'yo, di ba? After mo ng high school, you were part of the medical team, but
yeah.
Walang kumuha.
Well, nung third year high school, ay kinuha ko kasi ng na-recruit yung kuya ko sa Enderon and USD. Alam mo yung Enderon, di ba?
Yeah.
Sa Taguig. So, that time, sabi ko sa kuya ko, baka pwede mo sabihin sa coach niya na baka pwede rin ako sumama sa training. So, I trained with them in third year to college ako. And then, actually, they also wanted to get me. They wanted to get my kuya. Then, sabi ng coach, sige, they'll get me na rin. Sabi ko, sige, thanks. Now I know my options now after ng fourth year high school ko. And then, after my fourth year high school, they didn't get back to me. Like in USD and Enderon, di na nila message because maybe they assumed that committed na ako sa UP. Pero, wala pa rin akong offers. Kinakabahan ako that time kasi magme-May na. Kasi that time, the calendar was still June ata yung pasukan eh.
Tama.
June. So imagine 1 more month, wala pa akong college. So, desperate mode. So I just, my parents just messaged some people sa UP if they would like to consider like me, ganon. Parang, that time I got sad because grabe lang ako. Mythical 5, like I played for Slam Rising Star, then 0 offers. And then ayun, so yung initial offer sa akin, sige, we can train. You're part of the team, but no guarantees. Puno na kasi yung UP that time. They're very loaded. They had like 20 guys in the pool. So I understood the assignment. They'll probably set me up team B. So I said, well, better than nothing since may na rin, that's my only offer. So I decided to, stick it out with UP.
Nag-team B ka sa UP for how many months bago ka mag-team A?
That was around almost 2 months. Like I was training. They would play me in the team B.leagues, mga Father
Other
Martins.
Martins, yeah.
I forgot the other leagues. Sa summer leagues, team B. And then, ayun, tapos like 2 weeks heading into the UAP season. Kasi I think the line-up submission is like a week before.
Yeah.
Ayun, nagkataon na the import left, tapos yung isa na-injured, tapos yung isa nag-transfer school. So we had a tune-up game against San Sebastian College. Sa San Sebastian, we played in their court. And then it's like the night before or 2 days before, like sinabi lang sa ng coach ko na like play, you'll play for us in the tune-up. So I said, oh, sige, coach, that's nice. So ayun, we played against San Sebastian, and I only played for like 8 minutes. But I played well. That was my first game, unofficial game with the team A of UP. Ganda laro ko dun eh. I had like, syempre, first game, binilang ko yung stats ko eh. I had like, memorable yun eh. So I had like 6 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, ganun. Dalawang 3 points lang yun. Like it was 2 3-pointers. So, and I played well, like defensively. So after that game, I think na-impress sila sa akin eh. They considered me to be, kasi sa UAP, 16-man lineup, right?
Yeah.
They were 15 already. They were looking at one last player. And I think they considered me.
Ano yun, bro? Did you play 5-4 position or 3 ka na nun?
Hindi. 4 pa ako nun eh.
4.
First year.
6-4 ka nun, di ba?
Oo. Sobrang.
Kasi that time, usually, mga 6-4, 6-5, bigs na mga yan eh.
Yeah, pero that time, mga pupwestuhan ko sa UP, mga 6'6", 6'7", 6'5". And then, since sa Sebastian, they're also big guys. Tapos, mga NCAA players, physical yung mga yan eh. So, wala, laki talaga nila eh.
Ano bro, what was your mindset going to UP na parang walang guarantee na maglalaro ka sa Team A? What was your mindset that time?
My mindset that time was ako kasi whatever situation na nabigay sa akin, I have this mindset thinking na I'm the best. Like when I like like a funny story, like sabi sa akin ni Coach Bo, he talked to me. He said, like, if he lines me up, do you think I can kaya ko pa may pagsabayan sa mga to with the Jet Manuel, Paul Desiderio? And I immediately said, of course, coach, without a doubt. I can easily, like, I can hang out with them. Like, I feel like dapat nga babad ako dito eh. Because that's just confidence from me.
Yeah.
Even though, as a rookie, and we had good players that time. That was just my mindset na bakit ako matatakot? I should take it as a challenge, and I shouldn't parang dapat I shouldn't show them that I'm scared. I'm just young. Una pa lang, I already showed them na I'm confident with myself, and I can play along with them. Because I couldn't play wing that time because loaded yung wings that time. We had Jet Manuel, Paul Desiderio, Dave Moralde, we had Haboneta, Yulong. So I was really like dun ako sa third stringer ng 4. Yeah, and ayun, like I know heading into UP, no assurance. I just told myself, mabigay man ako ng opportunity, kung maglaro sa Team B, Team A, I'm gonna play my best sa games. I'm gonna try to, try to show what I can do. Kasi, I told myself, kung ma-line up man ako, hindi, magpapasalamat pa rin ako dahil UP yung nagbigay ng scholarship sa amin eh, magkapatid ng high school, and pati sa college, malaking tulong sa pamilya namin yun eh.
Facts.
And to study, kasi more than to, ever since high school, I really wanted to be I wanted to become a coach more than playing basketball. But then, that's why I also took up physical education in UP.
Same, bro.
Physical education rin. Yeah, I love that.
Secondary,
Secondary.
Yes, yeah.
I see. I was supposed to, actually, mag-shift sana ako sa tourism, but later on, parang na-enjoy ko yung course eh. So yun, like, grateful lang.
Kung naglaro ka na sa UAAP, how was it playing sa UAAP na finally, na after yung mga nangyari, after yung mga narinig mo, sinabi sa'yo? How was the feeling playing in your first game?
Lagi yung, I try not to be nervous, but wherever I go, pag first time talaga, lagi yung kinakabahan. Also here sa B.league, first game, I was nervous, even though I'm mentally prepared. But when it happens in the day itself, I'm like, sheesh, ito kinakabahan.
Parang may butterflies.
Yeah, butterflies, yes. And then, wala, sabi ko, wow, thank you, Lord. Kasi I didn't know what will happen in 2 months nung summer. Because I see my batchmates, like gamit na gamit sa Ateneo, like si Aljun, like starter na agad siya, and sila Richie, they were also there. So, well, when I think about this, na-pressure ako, parang ako lang ating sa Slam Rising Stars na hindi ata makapaglaro sa UAP this year. So ayun, when our first game in the UAP, it was against Adamson. Like I said, like, nice, this is the first step to first of many.
Yeah. Ano yun, bro? Napasok ka ng dying seconds or ano naman?
Oo, pinasok ko, fourth quarter yun eh. 6, tambak na kami nun. Tambak na kami mga 25. Kalaban namin sila, Hanmisi, JD Tungkab, he was still with Adamson that year, 2016. Pinasok ko mga 6 minutes left in the fourth.
Pwede na?
Pwede na, sabi ko. I didn't expect to play, pero ready pa rin.
Did you make a basket?
Pa ako dun.
Did you make a basket by the time?
Yeah, I scored. I had 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals in that game. Sabi ko, okay na.
6 minutes, pwede na.
Pwede na.
Nakita ka na sa TV na may stats ka na sa website.
Ginugol ko na sarili ko eh. Sabi, nice. Nasa Google na ako. Tapos, sa mga articles na UP rookie scores first basket. Tapos, saya that time, in-invite ko yung mga tropa ko eh. Sabi ko, first game namin, Araneta, manood kayo.
Tickets.
Siyempre, it feels nice na ikaw na yung nag-i-invite ng mga kaibigan mo sa game. Kasi dati, di ba? Like, nung high school, I would watch games there, mga PBA. So, like, dream come true talaga makapaglaro sa Araneta.
Oo, lahat siguro Araneta. Grabe.
Yes.
Swerte nyo. Grabe. Lalo ka na. Not just playing for your school, but mamaya bro, pag-usapan natin yung Pilipinas na yan. So, bro, ano yung pinaka nag-welcome sa'yo sa UAP naman? Not just, not just physically.
What do you mean welcome?
Siguro not just physically, but siguro who's the first person to bust your ass? Alam mo yun, knuckleheads.
Okay, to bust.
Umeng ka sa'yo. Yun.
Yeah, kasi kabantayan ko noon sila
Embala?
Yeah, given na yun sila Mbala, Jerenteng, pero
Local. Yeah.
di ko sila nabantayan masyado eh. Siguro um, against Adamson si Manalang
Oh,
kasi I remember Manalang and Tinggoy like kapag nag-switch kami, so I would guard them, tapos they would like cross over, step back, three in front of me. Di ako sanay sa ganun eh, kasi usually na-stop
bilis
ko
nila
yun,
eh.
pero
Oh.
those guys have crazy handles, kaya yun, parang shit, napahiya ako. And then who else? Yes, as far as I remember,
Si
ang
ano,
dami rin, pero I just can't remember.
siya yung nasa top of your head, si ano, si Manalang.
Yeah,
Pinggoy, di ba? Panalang yung Pinggoy.
Pinggoy. Kasi, yun nga, hindi ko makalimutan yun dahil minsan lang naman ako crossover. I mean, sila yung nag-crossover sa akin, napahiya, alam mo yun. Damn, I got crossed up.
Ano yun, sa off of ano, pick and roll or nag-switch, mga ganun.
Ball screen, tapos
Full screen.
switch.
Oh,
I like to switch kasi, pero, yun nga.
spotlight na, andun na.
Yeah, I played good defense, but it was better offense for them.
For sure. Saka ano bro, they're smaller than you eh. Minsan kasi mas quicker sila than
Yeah, exactly. They're quick. They're very, very quick. So si Jeron Teng, I think, he made a foul counted on me. That time, lakas ng katawan niya eh. Hands up lang ako. Yeah, the guy is strong.
kumbaga yun na yung ano, welcome to the league moment.
Yeah. Si Sean Manganti din eh. Kasi na-backdoor na ako nun. Tapos nag-2-hand dunk siya. Sabi ko, damn.
Nakita ko yung highlights na yan. Makikita ko yung highlights na yan. Ilalagay ko dito.
Yeah. Parang, he was my man, pero naiwan ako. So, that was my fault.
Naisahan ka. Yung ano bro, nung that time nga, when you're improving, when you're making your own name na, was there any other school na who were trying to get you or who were trying to recruit you?
Wala, sa college?
Yeah.
Wala na. I mean,
Dun ka na.
Yeah, dun ako sa UP. Kasi, yeah, my priority then was finishing na rin my studies as well. Yeah.
Pero nung ano bro, nung nasa UP ka, ano yung let's say, pinaka memorable game mo na until now naalala mo pa?
Yung Adamson, yung Final Four, Game 2.
Oh, yeah, yung ano,
Yeah.
yung atin to.
Yeah, atin to. Yeah, that was wild. 20,000 plus people, and nakwento ko sa mga ibang tao, like, so I think the game was at 6 p.m. I forgot. So usually 2 hours kami, call time, diba? Pasok namin 2 hours before the game. Ang dami na agad tao, sumisigaw. Nag-school chat na grabe, wild. But school day ata yun eh. Lahat ng estudyante ng Adamson tsaka UP pumunta dun. So, ayun, 2 hours before the game, grabe na agad. So, sobrang goosebumps. And then, si Juan that time scored 30 points. Tapos, I scored 6 or 8 lang ata eh. Pero, those are like, I did my role. Saya naman. And it was memorable game for everyone.
You guys won. Sa mahalaga,
we won. Game 2 yun. Game 2. So, grabe yung game na yun. Hindi ko makakalimutan.
Same kayo ng answer ni Simon Camacho eh. Kasi I had Simon din dito sa show ko.
Oh,
same kayo ng answer. Yun nga, yung game 2. Yung ano nyo. I think last game na yun eh, di ba? Do or die na yun, di ba? Yun.
Yun rin, Simon. Nahihirapan din ako sa kanya. Kasi grabe yung motor niya. Keeps crashing for the offensive rebounds. Papagalitan ako dati. Sipag.
Kaya ano eh, yung story yung dalawa, sobrang inspiring eh. From intrams, ikaw from halos walang nag-recruit na college. Now bro, you're playing in the B.league. playing for our country. Kaya yung mga ito yung mga may invite ko sa show ko, yung mga inspiring stories, yung mga ganun. Hindi lang basta kwentuhan na, alam mo yun, yung mga achievements, yung mga milestones, pero at the end of the day, pare, people would like to hear you about your stories, yung mga struggles, yung mga challenges, di ba?
Tama.
Kaya you and Simon are the definition of hard work and perseverance talaga eh.
Nakita ko rin, in-invite mo rin si Aquino, di ba? Nandito rin.
Yeah, si Matt, nandito rin.
Yeah.
Bro, yung UP ka bro, what was your mindset after nung playing career mo? Ano yung parang gusto mo nang gawin next?
Pre-pandemic, wala rin talaga akong alam eh, because after we lost to UST in the Final Four during my 4th year. I initially wanted to sit out because that time, kasi wala naman akong, I didn't expect to be in Japan right now.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking about PBA. In my 4th year, I wasn't contented with my season. I didn't perform. I only averaged 10 points, 3 rebounds, and like 2 assists. So it was really, like I was thinking I don't think my draft stock will be high. And then at the same time, Coach Tab, kinuha kami ni Juan for the Gilas program. So I said, for the upcoming, for 2020. So yeah, I told the UP management, I'll sit out first this UAP because I want to focus with Gilas. And at the same time, I was going to play sana with NPBL and PBA B.league to develop my game talaga. Because, I mean, yun nga, like, so ever since in UP, hindi naman ako nag-start eh. I was always off the bench. 1st year to 4th year. Like every year, I always thought na, okay, nice, wala na si Jet Manuel. Ako na next sa 2nd year ko. Pero wala. Then 3rd year, wala pa rin. Then 4th year, we recruited Richie and Kobe, which was really a big help. So I really didn't mind coming off the bench. So I said, like I want it different for my 5th year. Like I want to work harder, for something that I want. And I felt like, focusing on the national team and PBL stint, playing with older guys will help me develop my game. So that was my initial plan. And then pandemic happened, so all of those got scratched. I was still hoping to come back to play my 5th year, but di na rin natuloy.
Pero nakita ko bro, parang you're supposed to play for the Nueva Ecija sa PhilBasket, sa MPBL ba or sa PhilBasket?
Yes, sa MPBL under Charles Chu.
Yeah.
Because I also played for Mighty Sports nung early January 2020. So tuloy-tuloy na.
Jones Cup ba? Hindi.
No, Dubai Cup.
Dubai. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
With
so
Mikey.
I wanted to play with Coach Charles because I think he was gonna help me improve my game. Yeah.
Prior to that, bro, di ba, you also played sa D.league for Marinering Filipino, di ba?
Yes, I played D.league.
How was it? How was the experience, bro?
It was nice. Grabe yung... So I had 2 stints with the Marinero. First in 2018, I played with the Banal brothers, Coach Koy and Joel. Like, they're a champion. I mean, they have like well-decorated sila eh. I really learned a lot. And then actually like playing in the D-League really helped me back in 2018 because that time parang bangko na ako sa UP nun eh, in 3rd year. Parang for some reason like I saw myself on the bench. So I told that time the team na I want to focus first on D-League, so I can get back my game, get some confidence to come back for the UP. So malaking tulong sa akin nila Coach Koy and the management of Marinero. They really helped me build my my confidence up as a player. And one game nga I scored 27 against the AMA kasi sobrang kumpiyansa na ako nun. And that was the also time na nagtra-transition now from a forward to a guard because I had to adjust and evolve my game later on. So that was really hard. Kaya rin ako nahirapan like in college because I really had a hard time being undersized and like being kasi when they would play me as a guard, parang nahirapan naman ako sa defense. So ang dami ko, it was really all on me. Like I really had to work on a lot of things that time. Yeah.
Ano yung pinaka natutunan mo kina Coach Koy or sa mga coaches mo dati nung sa D.league ka? Ano yung na-apply mo ngayon or sa buhay mo?
Kay Coach Koy, he gave me the first like the feels of being a professional in discipline. Kasi tagal na sila sa PBA, diba? And they've been in the industry for so long. Yun, so parang I learned like the discipline in the games and their system also of coaching. Sobrang sobrang organized discipline sila. I mean, kasi since I was a college player, iba talaga yung pro and college eh.
Yeah.
There's a big difference. So parang I was getting the glimpse already of what it's like playing in the PBA. Because PBA D-league, it's like the developmental league of PBA. So, ayun. And then I would make some errors in training sa D-league, but parang there are coaches talaga who'd give you confidence and they'll say, oh, it's okay, don't think about it, next play, So there are really coaches who will give you confidence, and if swerte yan na lang kung diba? Like land up with a coach who's like that, then you're in a good situation.
Whether it's cooking or not, ano pa rin?
Yeah, diba? Kahit cooking, it will make the player feel better.
Tama. Normal lang yun eh. Sometimes di mo alam kung cooking yun or hindi, pero it's just up to you kung paano mo siya i-take eh, di ba?
Tama. So yun, di ba? And then like I build a good relation with si Coach Koy and Joel, and naging close ko rin kasi sila Gab Banal. Gab Banal and si Ice Banal yung pinsan niya. So yeah.
Yeah, bro. Speaking of coaches, bro, how is it like playing for Coach Tab in the Gilas program?
See, yeah, it was also nice because first of all, like I'm thankful for Coach Tab that he saw something in me that I could help out with the national team, and playing with him was also. It was nice, but it's like controlled, like you have freedom and at the same time discipline. So he really balanced things out well, and especially like what I said, like I've never seen ang ganda ng defensive scheme niya. Like I think he's the best defensive coach. Ganda ng like sobrang since I'm an aspiring coach myself, I took a lot of things from him. Daming natutunan, especially the defensive schemes. Yeah.
Kumbaga naging sponge ka lang. At
nag-absorb on mga inputs, insights. Yeah, solid.
So no, playing for the flag and for the country, bro. How was the feeling of playing for the country naman?
Yun, masaya rin kasi it was I didn't see myself playing for the country before because lagi ako nakakat ng Batang Gilas 18 under. Actually, parang nag-give up na ako sa dream na yun, sabi ko. It's not playing for national team is not for me. It's either, well, I mean, it is what it is. Everyone, lahat naman deserving eh. All the
Oo naman.
players right now, everyone's deserving. There are a lot of talents in the Philippines, so okay lang talaga sa akin kung di ma-line up kasi daming magagaling eh. But, whenever I'm called up, I'll always be ready. Kasi, I mean, never naman ako tatanggi dun eh.
Oo naman, kahit sino.
Kahit sino, di ba?
Depende lang sa, syempre, sitwasyon. Kung pandemic pa.
Yeah.
At saka, isipin mo bro, kunyari, matawagan ka ulit, makaka-uwi ka na sa Pilipinas, di ba?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, diba? I mean, this window actually, hindi nga, I'm the only one sa Japan hindi na called up eh. But, like, okay lang. I mean, tanggap ko naman. I have to work harder, diba? Obviously, I want to get back there, especially this coming 2023 World Cup. That's the goal. So, there's still time. Anything can happen.
Tama. Saka ano bro, itong taon na to maraming mangyayari, maraming mga program or mga leagues na sasalihan ata ng SBP eh. So,
yeah, I
you
saw
never know.
schedule.
Yeah.
It's busy schedule.
Saka sakto, alam ko, B.league off-season sila after, within 2 months, di ba?
Yeah, that's right.
And ano bro, playing for Gilas bro, can you remember yung unang-unang game mo? How was the feeling going to the arena, wearing the white and blue or the jersey?
My first game was on 20. My first game was 2020 against Thailand.
Yung off the bench ka, then you scored 20 or less than 20?
The first game I scored 9. Oh. And then the second game I scored 19.
Yun.
Well, bro, I was very confident eh. I was very, like, I felt like I prepared for that because nung pandemic season, I really worked hard. Like I lost 30 pounds. So, I did everything in my control that I can do so that I can be in my best shape. And so in November, we had like a month to prepare for that window. So I really made sure na parang, I can't let this opportunity slide because it's my first one and I don't know if I'll be ever called up again. So luckily, I played well.
Saka ano bro, at the end of the day, ano pa rin eh, or you're playing for the flag and country. And nanalo naman kayo nun eh, di ba? Parang
we won against Thailand.
Hindi naman nila isipin kung sino yung who scored
of course
50-30, di ba? Panalo, di ba? So you were but syempre you were part of the team, you were part of the 12-man rotation. So syempre yung credits sa inyo lahat yun eh. Syempre
always it's a collective, it's for the team.
Hey bro, siguro sobrang this might be a cliche question na from your previous interviews. How was the transition from playing in the Philippines to Japan?
Like in my personal opinion,
yeah,
it's two different worlds. I haven't played in the PBA, so I'm just basing it from what I see or from UAAP. Like sa Philippines kasi it's more offensive based and like we parang mala NBA, because that's what a lot of coaches they get their influence from. And then sa Japan, sobrang defensive based talaga, sobrang bilis ng game speed, ng pace ng game. If you ask everyone else, the B.league players, I think they would say the same. And that's why right now I'm actually that's medyo nahirapan ako. Hindi man nahirapan, pero that's an aspect in my game that I have to really work on for me to survive in this league. Because like in our team kasi small ball yung uso sa amin eh.
Mm.
So our coach likes playing 3-point guards. And then yun, kabantayan ka rin usually are small but very, very fast. And then our system pa naman gusto deny all the time and all that stuff. Which is nice. It is nice, but it will really take a lot from you, your effort, your energy, focus, and all that discipline. Kaya medyo mahirap. Really, like if you wanna stay in this league longer, you have to adapt to their system. You have to adapt to the B.league basketball. Solid. But they're both nice in this, like in their own way. Like PBA and B.league, like, they're in the same level. Like the talent is there for sure. Like Japanese basketball is improving as well, and the same as Philippine basketball. Like they're two countries like elevating their games, and sooner or later, like they're gonna. I see Philippines and Japan like hanging up there with the world basketball, with the Europeans. Yeah.
Sa ano bro, sa team nyo sa Ibaraki, knowing na yung coach nyo, yung head coach nyo, foreigner, di ba? Kamusta
Yeah.
yung communication mo with your teammates?
Ayun, sobrang masaya yung mga teammates ko actually. I'm grateful for them because like I've been struggling actually my entire time here in basketball, but my teammates are like they're there for me. They'll always tell me to hang in there, or don't worry about it. The next play, like yung mga veterans namin. I'm the youngest kasi. So like when they see me down or struggling, they'll help me out. Then ayun, syempre may communication barrier because not all of them speak English. I mean, some of them understand. But ayun, hirap ng language barriers.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. Na-experience ko rin naman yan eh. So,
yeah, diba? Pero yung mga import namin, mga Americans. But yun, parang it's easier to talk to them kasi English sila. And yun, parang we got our support system. We support each other.
Ano yun, bro? Nung nasa Pilipinas ka, did someone contact you ba to play for the robots, or nakita ka lang ba, or someone, kinausap ka?
Actually, agent kasi Marvin Espiritu. Yeah, so partner sila ni Matthew Manot, yung EMBM sa Instagram.
Okay.
Support agency. And si Marvin may parang partner dito, agent sa Japan. So his name is Kenji. So he they actually tagal na nila. Kasi kasabay dapat ni 1C30 dati, 2020. Kaso that time, di kami pinayagan because we weren't considered as Asian imports because we're Filipino-Spanish citizens. But eventually pinayagan na after a year of they kept trying talaga to discuss the B.league. But yeah, eventually it worked, and then kinontak agad kami. And then funny thing, I was really undecided because I talked to Coach Bo, UP.
Yeah.
Sabi ko, I really wanted to play one last year with him. Like I started my first year with Coach Bo, and we built a very good relationship to each other, and also my relationship with my teammates and management, and me being the senior already that time and one of the leaders. Like I really wanted to leave with a championship talaga. Yun talaga yung goal ko sa college, if you ask me. Kasi nung nasa college ako, I wasn't thinking about pro, not thinking about being top pick. I'm thinking about winning a championship for UP. While I'm in college, that's my goal. So like, I've been patient with this pandemic. Sabi ko, committed pa ako, coach. Like I still want to play for you. Right? That's really my priority. Until this B.league opportunity came. Like, ang bigat na masyado because I've been thinking about joining PBA draft like 2 years ago, every single year, 2019, 2020. Especially in 2020 kasi nung nagka-pandemic, sabi ko, ito na ba yun? Pero I said, nah, hindi naman na. Like, I'll be patient. I want to play one more year talaga to repay like my coaches in UP for, you know, the opportunities they've given to me. But, you know, this B.league, it was too hard to resist. I think it was a no-brainer. Like, if someone gets this offer, play internationally, diba? Like,
Oo naman, bro.
it's for your own growth na rin eh. And like 2 years waiting for the pandemic, like that time I didn't know what was gonna happen next. But this one, it's just assured na eh. So it was hard. It was hard to start to. I mean, it wasn't a hard decision, but it was hard to say goodbye to the team.
Mm.
Kasi, wala bro, maroon blood talaga ako eh. Sobrang, like, wala, I love that team so much. But, you know, I had to do what's best for myself as a person and for me to grow.
Saka nagkataon lang na ano, that time medyo blurry pa yung basketball scene sa Pilipinas that time.
Blurry, yes, exactly.
So, saka ano
Yeah.
bro, you'll never know, you'll get another chance na makuha ka as an import, di ba?
Yun na nga eh, di ba?
Parang, minsan ano eh, minsan lang ano sabi nga nila ano eh, opportunity only knocks once.
Yeah, exactly. Funny thing eh, parang nagdadalawang isip ako eh, kasi this was never in my plans, to be honest. Nung nagka-opportunity, sabi ko, wow, seryoso ba to? Parang hindi ako makapaniwala. Parang naloloko lang ako. That's what I felt. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a big name. I'm not one of those, you know, like social media stars and all that. Like, low-key lang naman ako eh. But, I don't know, like, I'm just, God's plan ba? It's meant to happen. It's great. I'm just thankful for this opportunity being here.
Ano yun bro, 3 years contract pa rin or
And then 1 year lang.
1 year lang? Are you planning to come back?
I mean, that's up to them. But I do. Like, I love the place. I love the team.
But if ever na ano mo sa PBA, may plans ka ba na magpa-draft?
I actually, bro, like I told my agent and I told my family, like, I'm okay with whatever happens next year. If I don't find a team here or if I go to PBA, masaya ako kahit saan kasi like being here in Japan made me realize a lot of things na. Like, I'm so blessed to be with, like, I live with my whole family back home. You know, we're living like comfortably. You know, we're blessed. So, alam mo yun, dami realizations when I was here. So, if I go to the PBA next year, masaya pa rin ako dahil okay na eh. Like, na-experience ko na playing abroad eh. Tapos na, like thank you Lord na na-experience ko na rin yung opportunity. So, if it's time for me to go to the PBA, then, you know, I'll take that as a sign.
Saka,
Yeah.
ano eh, basketball is basketball eh.
Exactly.
Whatever you go, whatever you play for, whatever you play for, ganun pa rin eh.
Yeah,
you have to play, you have to give your 100%.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing.
Sa B.league bro, I also asked Matt about this. Kanino ka na-impress na sa mga local players dito? Kanino ka na-impress ng sobra?
Dami. But since I'd like to like discuss about my teammates, like impressed talaga ako sa like number 29 sa amin. His name is Surumaki. That guy is a very, very elite defender. He also plays the shooting guard and small forward position. So, kabantayan ko. Grabe yung depensa niya. Ngayon ako nakita ng ganun. Like the best defender that I played in the Philippines is probably si JD Tongkab. My teammate namin sa UP and sa Gilas. And then, like, si Suru sa team namin, grabe yung defensive skill niya. Like akala ko dati, like, the defense is like an effort thing, pero it is also a skill at the same time. grabe. Parang when I watch him play defense, I still have a lot to learn in the defensive aspect. And then also si number 2 namin, shooter, his name is Fuku. Sobrang ganda ng laro niya. He's around 5'10", he's a combo guard. And he gets to attack over the imports. He gets to score from anywhere. So yeah, being 5'10" and scoring over big guys, like ako nga nahirapan ako matake dito sa mga imports. And then, so I'm learning from both of them. But actually, like, everyone sa team namin, as in, like my team is really, despite our team record being 7 wins, 27 loss, like our team is really talented. The players, they're really, really good.
Yung sa amin kasi bro, kami defending champions kami. Chiba Jets eh.
Yeah.
Kaya yung mga kilala ko dito, yung mga, syempre kayong mga Filipino, tapos yung Chiba Jets na. Meron ka pang pre-game ritual, bro?
Well, my usual routine, I lift weights before the game. I love gymming in the morning.
Di nawawala yung shooting mo doon?
No, so I lift weights, and then after that, I go home, relax, and then I go 3 hours before the game.
Okay.
So I get some shooting. I get some shots up, and then I mean, since this year's medyo, like I didn't get to play much, so I'm getting myself ready for like next season now. Like my mindset right now is, of course, I'm always ready for that for when I get called up, but at the same time, of course, as a player, you don't want this to happen again next season. You really need to work hard for that. Like third year of Anna, he's playing well right now. In his second year with the Sun, and like I also know in his first year he also had some like he got injured, right, with his hand, and then he also got COVID, so it also affected his games. But now like he bounced back and he's doing well. So yeah, like with me, like I really wanna bounce back from this season personally.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Ano bro, before we end bro, ano yung parang playlist mo ngayon sa Spotify? Ano yung mga pinapakinggan mo? Are you into hip-hop? Are you into
random lang ako, bro?
R&B?
I listen to mga playlist ng Spotify, mga rap,
mga
TV,
top hits, mga ganun.
Top hits, Pinoy top hits, signed XOXO, R&B. Yeah. Wala akong specific. I love all the artists, like sila Drake, Nav, all those I listen to. Ano pala bro, what's your behind the Team B podcast? What was your motivation to start this?
Ano bro, gusto ko na I wanted to show to people na every player has story to tell. I wanted to parang cater those players who had experience playing for Team B. And knowing na we have so much stories, we have so much going on.
Dami.
Sabi ko, sobrang it's going to be interesting na makausap yung mga players from Team B or intrams na naging Phil Basket and whatnot.
There are a lot of people.
Sobra. Kaya sabi ko, try ko nga. Sa rin bro, more on parang inspiration. Kung makita mo yung mga caption ko, more on parang
na ito.
Mga ganun. Ayoko lang yung basta parang kwento lang or
kwento lang.
Para kasi I wanted to parang make an impact din sa mga future players, alam mo.
Yes, actually, yeah, it's nice, especially if you're a young kid upcoming, and then you come across the Team B Instagram. They'll learn a lot from stories from players as well.
Hey, bro.
Solid.
Thanks, bro. And bro, before we end, bro, any advice sa mga aspiring players, sa mga players na alam mo na, going through some struggles or going through some challenges sa careers nila? Ano yung advice?
Siguro, as a player as well who's going through the same struggles as every athlete. You just have to remember that yung struggle temporary lang naman yun. It's not gonna be long. And those struggles, like I personally think they happen for a reason. They come at you thinking it's like a test, but like they're testing you na parang how bad do you want this? How bad do you want to achieve something? Like, are you willing to go through that for you to take your game to the next level or something? So it's like what you said. It's how you nasa sayo na yan paano tanggapin eh. Others, a lot quit from challenges as an athlete. But you know, if you want to be different, if you wanna reach your goals, you know, you gotta experience a lot of uncomfortable situations, because in those situations, then that's where you'll grow the most, and that's where you learn the most. You don't learn from, I mean, of course you learn from winning, but it's really in those times when you're struggling and you feel like, you know, the world is like down at you, but you know, treat those things as your best friends, because they're the ones who will help you the most. Hey, what's up everyone? It's Javi GDL here, and guys, check out Team B podcast. Listen to their ongoing shows and upcoming features on Instagram. Check them out, Team B podcast on Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, hoping you guys can also listen to like me and Jonah's recent show.
Guys, thanks for tuning in. This has been your host, Jonas Banting. Narinig natin yung kwento ni Javi. Very inspiring, very interesting sa mga ibang storya niya na hindi siya napili or hindi siya nakukuha ng ibang college school dati. Pero look at him now. Congrats sa narating mo, Javi, and we're looking forward to more of you sa B.league, sa ibang liga, and good luck sa career, bro.
Thank you, Jonas. Appreciate it.
Thanks for your time, bro. And usap tayo next time ulit kung may time ka pa. And
for sure.
Appreciate, bro.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Javi.
See you soon.